So what are the key features of electron transport? So we have our lipid bilayer. This is what our lipid bilayers look like, right? This continues throughout the membrane. Okay, so along this are a bunch of enzymes and electron carriers required for electron transport. Okay, along this are a bunch of electron carriers and enzymes that are required for electron transport. So there is complex 1. Okay, this is called complex 1. There is coenzyme Q, complex 2, complex 3, complex 4, and very importantly cytochrome C. So what happens in electron transport is that the NADH will oxidize to form NAD plus, and the electrons are given to complex 1. And also to the carrier coenzyme Q. This is a mobile electron carrier coenzyme Q. Now coenzyme Q will carry the electrons from 1 and 2, complexes 1 and 2 to 3. Okay, 1 and 2 to 3. And thereby there is a proton gradient. Okay. Now coenzyme Q will also get FADH2. And this FADH2 is coming from citric acid cycle. In complex 3, 2 electrons are transferred from the coenzyme 2 to a series of cytochrome Cs, to a series of proteins, ion containing proteins called cytochrome Cs. Okay, so in complex 3, 2 electrons are given to cytochrome C, and cytochrome C is a series of ion containing proteins. Okay, and eventually the ion inside the cytochrome C is reduced from Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus. So this is a very important series of enzymes known as cytochrome C. Okay, and then 4 electrons like this from here, from the cytochrome C, 4 electrons combine with hydrogen ions and oxygen to form water in complex 4. At complex 4, 4 electrons combine with hydrogen ions and electrons combine with hydrogen ions and oxygen to form water. So overall, the reduced coenzymes, the important part, you don't need to know which electron is going where. The important thing about this whole electron transport is that the reduced coenzymes NADH and FADH2 that are coming from citric acid cycle enter the electron transport. They provide the hydrogen ions and electrons that react with oxygen to produce water. Now, again, to summarize, the NADH and FADH2 from citric acid cycle enter the electron transport. They provide hydrogen ions and electrons they combine with oxygen. The hydrogen ions and electrons combine with oxygen, okay, to form water. And since we have to balance this, this will be 4. This will also be 4. Okay, and these will produce NAD plus and FAD, the oxidized form. So this is the overall electron transport. Cytochrome C will play an important role here because cytochrome C will carry the iron plus 3, which will be reduced to iron plus 2.